Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, April 25, 2024. Government's crime-fighting efforts are to benefit from grant funding of approximately £15 million, or 2.9 billion Jamaican dollars, from the Government of the United Kingdom. A memorandum of understanding was signed yesterday for the undertaking of the UK-Jamaica Violence Prevention Partnership that will run for a 6-year period. Among the partners are the Ministries of National Security and Education, along with the Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ, and the UK Department for International Development. Under the partnership, interventions will be carried out simultaneously in 7 volatile communities across the island, using low-performing schools as entry points. This will focus on strengthening key systems of the government to deliver effective support to vulnerable groups and address the root causes of violence. The initiative should also strengthen the capacity for data collection, driving an evidence-based response to the issue. This will be led by the PIOJ. There's also a foundational learning component, assistance to the interministerial schools support strategy, and support to other projects within the framework of the Citizen Security Plan. Jamaica and its UK partner both agree that this coordinated, multi-sectoral approach is key to achieving the desired results.
Global evidence on effective violence prevention approaches recognises the importance of coordinated and multi-sectoral approaches to address these complex contributory factors. Enhanced cross-government leadership and engagement will be required.
This programme aims to enhance current governance arrangements such as a citizen security business group in violence prevention by enhancing our capacity to deliver a more evidence-based intervention, which is well needed.
This is to include psychosocial support through the Security Ministry's case managers, as well as literacy initiatives and parenting programs under the Ministry of Education. Jamaica is making important steps towards ensuring that more people and families are cushioned against the potentially harsh consequences of social and economic shocks. UNICEF representative in Jamaica, Olga Isaza, says the United Nations Children's Fund is pleased to be part of this significant effort.
The collaborative effort among the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, the Planning Institute of Jamaica, WFP, UN Women and UNICEF have allowed all of us to advance the mandate to leave no one behind.
Mrs. Saza was addressing the closing ceremony for the Joint Sustainable Development Goals SDG Fund program on modernizing the social protection system in Jamaica. She says UNICEF is particularly encouraged by the progress made by the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities.
The program has helped to improve the service quality for families with children and people with disabilities through an enhanced management information system that supports registration and certification.
The closing out ceremony was held on Wednesday, April 24 at the Courtyard by Marriott in Kingston. Minister with responsibility for the environment, Senator Matthew Samuda, is imploring all Jamaicans to play their part in protecting the environment by adopting responsible solid waste management and disposal practices. He argues that while significant investments have been made in strengthening the capacity of the National Solid Waste Management Authority to keep the country clean, waste management is a shared responsibility.
But we need the help, and that help will have to come from citizens. If we are to bring people along the journey to understand that their choice with how they discard their waste is indeed one that affects all of us, it will take a united, cohesive group right across society.
Minister Samuda was addressing Excelsior High School's World Earth Day observance at the institution's Mountain View location on Monday. He reiterated that this year would see the implementation of mandatory separation and recycling of waste by all ministries, departments and agencies, along with statutory bodies.
So the government itself will be pushing for greater inclusion and availability of recycling services, certainly within the government service. It'll move sometime after that into residential and other institutions, area by area, as you build the capacity to deal with it.
4,000 farmers in the St. Anne's Bay area are set to benefit from the provision of a 5,000-gallon water truck. This is to alleviate the impact of drought conditions on agriculture. The truck, worth over $15 million, was handed over by Jamaica Bauxite and Mining Limited at the Lidford Industrial Park in St. Anne recently. Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining, Floyd Green, highlights this as part of the government's strategy to utilize mining resources to help address agricultural challenges.
The reality is that the acquisition of the truck could not have come at a better time. We know that we are already in the throes of a meteorological drought. Our farmers are facing drier conditions. And in fact, last year was our driest and hottest year ever on record. And we had hoped that we would have seen some break this year. And we did see a little improvement in terms of how we started. But the reality is that we have already gone into drought and we are still just in the month of April.
The truck will service farms in the St. Anne's Bay, Claremont and Monique extension areas, as well as communities such as Irons Mountain, Orange Park, Golden Grove and Davidstown. Local farmer Dane Henry says the vehicle will be very beneficial.
We are thanking them for the truck. It's going to stop a gap.
And finally, the JOTC fleet assigned to the entity's depot serving Portmore St. Catherine has been bolstered with the addition of 12 new buses. The compressed natural gas CNG units arrived on the island on April 10. The additional buses are expected to result in reduced wait time for commuters on routes serviced by the Portmore depot. They also have the added benefit of providing a safer travel as they reduce harmful vehicle exhaust gas emissions like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and other suspended particles. Earlier this month, the Transport Minister Darrell Vaz affirmed that another 100 CNG buses were being procured to arrive in Jamaica by the end of June. The additional units are being bought as the government seeks to modernize the public transportation sector and alleviate some of the challenges experienced by commuters. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.